For more on the FDA vote and the latest on the vaccine, joining me now, infectious disease specialist, ABC News medical contributor, Dr. Todd Ellerin. Dr. Ellerin, thanks for the time. 17 of those FDA panelists voted for emergency use authorization of that Pfizer vaccine. 4, though, voted no. Why is that?
Good morning, Deirdre. So the first thing I want to say is the medical, economic, and social consequences of COVID-19 in the U.S. and around the world have been devastating. And the Pfizer vaccine, and hopefully with others very soon, are literally the superhero light at the end of the tunnel. Now, with that said, the advisory committee had a unanimous vote, essentially, saying that they want the Pfizer COVID-19 to go forward. But there were 4, or at least 3 dissenters and 1 abstained. I think some of that is minor points, I would say. What I mean by that is some of them felt that the 16 and 17 age group, that there may not have been enough data, so wanted not that group not necessarily approved. So they were hoping, I think, that it would be for the 18 and over, and that we could get more vaccine versus placebo group in the 16 and 17. But with that said, I think that's probably more of a moot point, because remember, the younger patients are not going to be at the forefront of getting this vaccine anyways. So we will see, more data on this to come.
Okay, so that's adolescents. What about people with severe allergies, or what about pregnant people?
Right. So first of all, pregnant women and young adolescents were not represented in the clinical trial. Of course, in any large clinical trial, there will be a few women that become pregnant during it, but not enough where we can really make a bold statement. So what I would say is, and hopefully the way that the emergency use authorization will be written and the way the CDC will recommend this will be that pregnant women should consider risks versus benefits. I will tell you, as a provider, as someone who's going to be recommending this, I just had a pregnant healthcare worker in my system ask about receiving the vaccine, and I said if it were me, I would say yes. I think the benefits outweigh the risks, even though we don't know the risk-benefit ratio. But remember, we do know that COVID-19 is serious, and we know it can be more serious in pregnant women, and there's no reason to think biologically that this is going to suddenly be a major problem in pregnancy when it hasn't really been in non-pregnant people. So that's my feeling. But with that said, it's really a data-free zone. We don't know what the right answer is at this time.
Dr. Ellerin, you spoke about risks, and we heard this warning from the CDC director, Robert Redfield, saying the next 60 to 90 days will be the deadliest in the pandemic so far. When do you think the vaccine could reduce case numbers and death rates?
So, Deirdre, this is an important question. So here's the good news. Not only is it 95% effective overall at reducing disease, and perhaps 90% effective at reducing severe disease, although those were small numbers, but we learned that even after 1 dose of a vaccine, 12 days after that first dose, it looks like it's about 52% effective at reducing disease. So the answer is, once we start the rollout, there will be impact. With that said, though, in order to, get to that point where we have herd immunity, that's going to have to get into the general population. So vaccination with this is not a license to take off our masks and just get close to each other. We're still going to have to use those other prevention measures that we know that work. The other thing I want to say is, you asked about allergies, and I didn't touch upon that. So yes, there have been a couple of serious allergies reported out from the UK, but remember, in 22,000 people in the Pfizer vaccine group, there were no reported severe allergies. So we know that if allergies are linked to this vaccine, it's going to be rare. Now, we can't say right now whether it could be in the 1 to 50,000 range. And one other reminder, even when you take penicillin, remember, there's about a 1 in 10,000 risk of anaphylaxis with penicillin. So I want to give a perspective so people don't think, oh my God, we shouldn't get this vaccine. But of course, if you have a severe allergic history, that's something you should let your provider know about and, understand the risks and benefits.
Dr. Todd Ellerin, thank you for the good advice. We will take it.
Thanks, Deirdre.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.